Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya Sidegigcrafts. You guys, we are on Finish It Friday. It's the end of the week. And not only do I need to finish a project, I actually want to start one. So we're going to do this together today. And I am making a big old fat composition notebook. Yes, I am. I got 5 composition notebooks here today. We're going to turn it into one big fat book with 500 sheets. So I got these from Walmart. I'm sure you can find them at Dollar Tree. They're $1 at Walmart. You can get them for, you know, $1 at Dollar Tree. Or maybe you can get 2 for $1. I don't know what you can get at Dollar Tree. But you can usually find them there too. You can find them just pretty much everywhere. You can get them at Target. You can get them at, you know, just your favorite shop that might have them. They're not hard to find. So, what are we going to do? We're going to glue these together, guys. And then we're going to put a pretty cover on it. And there it is. This is going to be kind of like an idea book for me. I need to get better about writing down my ideas and notes in regards to my crafting. And so I thought maybe this would help. I saw somebody else do this. I think it was Sherry on, what's her channel called? Y'all know Sherry. But I can't think of her channel name now. I know. I can't think of the name. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. She's amazing. We're going to just kind of scuff this up a little bit, give it a little more grit to, this is sandpaper. I don't know if this makes a difference, but I thought it might because we need to make these stick, and if some of that gloss isn't on there, maybe they'll stick a little better. Give that glue something to stick to, right? And we're going to actually use... We are going to use my craft bond today. I hope it works. We're going to see. If not, because I don't want to waste my Barely Art glue on this one. But we'll just, you know, briefly scuff these up a minute. What is the name of her channel? Oh my gosh. Sherry. You know, she's amazing. God, she's amazing. I don't know where she gets all these ideas, but she sure has some great ones. And I know you guys know her. You know what I'm talking about. The gal that says, you know, that is so sweet. She's so freaking sweet. And then she says, you know what time it is. It's time to make it. You know? That one. That's Sherry. What's her channel called? Okay, I will post it. I will tag it in the description box. I just can't believe I can't remember it right now because she's one of my favorites. She comes up with some of the most easy, inexpensive projects that pretty much anybody can do. You don't usually have to have special tools to craft with Sherry. And I love that. I love that. And she's so humble. I love her. So, Sherry, I doubt you watch my channel, but you're amazing. She's only got 30 billion subscribers. I doubt she watches my channel. She's probably busy planning the next one. My goodness, her life must be very busy. But anyways, all right, enough about Sherry. Although I couldn't say enough about Sherry because she's just... Did I mention she's amazing? All right, you guys. Now I'm just fangirling, I guess. Alright, we're just going to spread this thin on here. I know this glue isn't great, so I need to work quickly. And hopefully, you know, maybe it will work for me for this project. But I'm just using it to, you know, if it doesn't, I've got others. If this doesn't work for this project, I'm going to toss it because I don't know what it would be good for if it doesn't do this. But the other projects I've tried it on this week have not worked out. I've always gone back to my other glue. But I'm just using it to use it up anyway. So, okay, let's just stack that right on there. I'm just going to glue cover to cover. You guys have probably made these anyway. I'm probably not showing you anything you haven't seen before. I do want to work quickly. because I don't know. Yeah, it's allowing me to slide it. So, I mean, that's not a bad thing. That's actually kind of a good thing on this case. I wonder if I can set these to a side. Put a weight on it. You guys, I'm working a little bit more carefully this morning. I've got a lizard sitting on my shoulder. Tilt has come to visit. She's a little bit grumpy because she's shedding. So when I went in to check on her this morning, she wanted some loves. So she's sitting on my shoulder this morning. If she gets a little out of hand, I'll have to put her back, but I figured I'll try. I will try to hold her this morning. Oh my gosh, look at that. That's from that book, from sanding those books. Okay. And then let's glue the next two together. So I'm trying to be kind of still as I work, just so she can not fall off my shoulder, because I will probably scream if she slides down my back because she's scratchy. But she's really itchy. So she's a little bit crabby. I would be too. She's growing, so what I mean by that, some of you may not be familiar, because she's growing, her body, her skin, bearded dragons shed like snakes do, so she's got skin that's ready to come off, and it looks really funky right now. It looks like she's wearing a white suit on her upper half. So they shed it in patches. They don't always shed their whole skin at once. So it looks pretty funny. It looks like she's wearing, yeah, it looks like she's wearing a white top right now. And her eyes are nice and bright. So the skin around her eyes is already peeled. And part of her arms have peeled, because I've seen that. But the rest of the top of her is a funky white color, because that skin is just ready to come off. And it just hasn't, it's just not time yet, so it hasn't come off yet. So it's pretty cute, pretty funny. Alright, and let's get this third one on here, since the other one's probably not dry yet either, of course. Just go ahead and try to get this one on here. And then, I've already started designing the cover that I want on here, so we can put that together. And then I'm going to use fabric around the sides, so I'm not worried if those don't attach quite right, because I'm going to put more fabric around here. Now, when Sherry did hers, I think she actually tore her books apart, and maybe I was supposed to do that. Maybe it helps with the binding a little bit. I don't know. I'm not sure if there's a reason she did that. I was hoping to keep the covers in here as dividers, so I could divide it into sections, because that would be natural dividers, would be great. That would be really good. So I'm not doing it exactly how she did it. Doing it kind of my own way, but I took her idea for sure and am putting it to good use. So I guess with those three stacked, we still need to get those other two stacked on it. Let's see if I can get that done real quick. And then we'll set it. Oh yeah, it's already setting up. That's good. That's good. All right, let's go ahead and get these on here. I keep thinking Paper Outpost, but that's Pam. That's a different channel. That's not the name of her channel. What is it, you guys? It's gonna bug me. All right, here we go. And if you're new to paper crafting, I recommend you go watch Sherry. Because she... Yeah, okay. I said I was done. I'm oohing and awing over Sherry. Okay, stop it. Like I said, Sherry, you're amazing. I'm not a creeper, I promise. Okay. There we go. We've got this set. Now I'm going to put this back up over here, put some weight on it, so that those will hopefully set. I do need some cloth. I need some wipies. I have a tip. If you don't have wipes of some sort near your desk, you probably should get some. Because, you know, crafting can be messy. At least if you're following along with me, I like the mess. So it happens a lot. I always have these near my desk. When I start getting low, I start panicking. I do, actually. Not panicking. That's a bad word for that. But I make sure I have them always. Put that away. Look at me cleaning. You guys, I can see the floor in my craft room, and I'm so happy. I was sharing pictures with some of my friends last night. I'm like, look at my situation. Because I always feel bad. You know, it's like, what is happening with me? And then they show me theirs. I'm like, oh, okay, we're in the same boat. I'm not that unusual. All right, but we do need to clean some of that up. All right, now, next, we got to wait for that to dry just a little bit. So, or we don't. We can just use this because this needs to be fringed up anyway for my project, or for one of my projects. So we'll just wait for that. All right, so I already started my cover. Now I'm going to cover it with this wood paper. I cut a hole with my biggest circle die right there. We keep that. That's something we keep because we can use that for something, okay? I don't know what. That's something we keep. We can throw away some scraps, but some things we really do need to keep. Now, what am I going to do with that? Okay, here's what I want to do with that. I have a fabric, just put this under my copy machine. This is a cross stitch or a slow stitch I did. And I was thinking about using it actually using it on the cover of the book, but then I thought about it and thought, no, because these books over time, these are notes that we won't necessarily keep. I'd rather save that for a journal cover because we keep our journals more so. See, we keep these too because it's printed. That linen is printed on there. It's really pretty. So, and here, pull a little bit off this side too. Just a little bit. So I scanned it and look how beautiful this is. Right? Isn't that perfect? That's going to be the cover of my notebook. And the way that this this die cut, there's a little ridge on there, which I really, really love. So this is going to be the front. This is going to be the back. I do want to ink up the edges there. And we're going to go dark. What just came off? Okay, I don't know. Something just hit my knee and fell on the floor when I pulled that out. So something was sitting on top of that ink. So I'm going to go ahead and ink the edges of this. I hope you guys are crafting today. It's Friday. It's the start of the weekend for most people. For me, it's the end of my weekend. I just had yesterday and today off. So tomorrow and Sunday I'll be working while you guys are home, hopefully enjoying your time. So I've got to get a lot done. So I've got, let's see, I've got Josie's coming to visit next weekend. So I am washing some bedding and going to be setting that room up tonight. Super excited about that. There we go. Yeah, see, let's put just a little outline on there. Cute. And then I'll do the outsides of the page too. Now these corners will probably be rounded with the book, but I'm going to have to wait till they get on the book to do that because it's hard to do. And the rounding isn't the same as my corner rounder, so I'll have to use the scissors for that. Oh, I just got it all over my hand, didn't I? Again. Where'd that wet wipe go? Oh, too far down in the trash can to find it. I emptied my trash yesterday, so the trash bin is empty. brought a liner in here. It's funny. I only put paper trash in there, so it's not dirty, so it doesn't bother me. But I purposely don't put any kind of food or anything. I don't bring food into the room, except my drink. I do bring my drink in here because sometimes I get really thirsty when I'm talking. But that's in a sealed cup. So I forgot to put, I couldn't find the liner that I brought in here to put in the trash can. So everything's going straight to the bottom. I don't know what I did with it. I brought 2 in. One to empty it into, and then one to put into the trash can. So where'd they go? I have no clue. I have no clue. I probably took it into the other room because I was doing some cleaning in there too. I probably took it in there. Figure it out. Guys, I slept in a little bit longer than I intended to today. My cat, Cash, has been giving me crazy. She's showing me her crazy in the middle of the night lately, okay? I don't know how else to explain it. She's giving me hell. And I don't know why. She's fine. There's nothing wrong with her. But in the middle of the night, she's waking me up yowling. I'm like, what is wrong with you? And then she'll turn around and just, you know, do her quiet meow. But it's like, it's not meowing. It's yowling. Like injury yowling. And there's nothing wrong with her. But that's how she's waking me up. So I'm not getting much sleep around here lately. Now, I thought maybe she's itchy. So something, you guys, I'm putting this on here because I feel like it's really bright and not quite enough variation. So that's what I'm doing. I'll talk myself through while I'm chit-chatting away. So just kind of grunging it up just a little bit. So she, let's see, what was I going to say? Oh, I think there's something about topical, tell me if you guys have experienced this because I'm really curious. Topical flea medication. So I find that when I keep up with it, how did I get that on there already? When I keep up with it, I don't have as much of an issue with her doing that. Even though I've never seen a flea on her, ever. I've never seen a flea on her. Because she only has 3 legs, I'm really careful about that. And I want to make sure she doesn't get bugs, because how tormenting would that be? To have a place on your body that itched, and you couldn't reach it, because she can't reach that side of her ears, you know, because she doesn't have a leg on her back end. So, so she can't scratch there. So she will actually rub on things until she scabs. So I'm really cautious to make sure that she doesn't get itchy. Now, I did let it get a little bit far this time. I thought I'd given it to her, but she does have a couple little scabbies. So I'm hoping that's all it is. But my goodness, never had a flea. But I feel like those topicals may have some kind of like an addictive thing going on there, because she's never had a flea. Nothing I can see anyway. I don't know. I can't quite figure it out. I ordered more glue yesterday and some pins. I was a big girl. I ordered the pins this time. I'm going to pay for them. Yep. I'm all proud of myself. I'm going to have 10 pins. How do you lose 10 pins? Well, send them to Tanya. I'm sure she'll manage. And now I'm looking for just 1 pin to fix this. See, I told you. I'll lose it. I'll find a way. I'll find a... you know what? If I set my heart to it, I'll get it done. There's a pin right there. That's the one I was looking for. That's probably crazy to spend $5 on 10 pins. Probably cheaper to just go to the store, but whatever. Whatever. It's coming in the mail. I don't have to go to the store. And I know they'll fit. That's the problem, is that you just don't know if they're going to fit. All right, this glue I'm going to use for this, because I know that other glue does warp the paper. So I won't use it for actual paper. There we go. I'm getting that stuff all over me now. I don't know if it's ink or the shavings, but it's okay. It comes off. I really guess I don't have to do, well, no, I do want to glue the photo to the back of this because it's going to be easier to place it. Good grief. Come on now. Is it because it's emptying? Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I just need to shake it down. That worked really well, actually. I think that's all it was. Okay, so let's put this, place it carefully. I'm kind of bummed I swiped that ink right there. But that's okay. It's just a notebook. It's for me. This one is for me. Just smooth it down. There we go. It feels different with that ink on it. How interesting. Okay. You think it's dry enough? Let's hope so. Come here, Tilt. She's just sleeping away on my shoulder. Yep, it's already dry. It feels like it did really well, actually. Okay, but this part, again, I'm going to be using my Barely Art so it doesn't ruin the paper. Actually, you know, you could use tape too. Maybe I'll use a combination. Let's use a combination of tape and paper and glue. I'm going to put it on here because it'll tear easier. Here. If you do use the tape, you do want to go all the way to the edges. Actually, we'll just use tape. I'm going to put fabric over this end anyway because it's going to be difficult to glue the paper on here and have it not wrinkle and mess up. I think fabric's going to be a better choice there. Oops, that one's going to be... Take that one off so we can get this tape all the way to the edge. We're not going to put that too far because we're going to do the same thing to the back. Now, if you have some leaning over like this, don't worry. You don't have to tear that. Just fold it back over. It's not thick enough that it'll make a difference. Just fold over those edges. Because you don't want them sticking out. It's just going to cause a mess later. You could use as many notebooks as you wanted to. One or two. You could do this for. You could just do this with one. You wouldn't have to glue the books together. Oops, I need to line it up to this side. But you could cover just one notebook this way, just as easily. Make sure you get those edges, because otherwise. Sticky, sticky, sticky. Okay. Thing with tape is there's no bringing it back up once you've stuck it down. There's no moving it. There we go. Look how pretty. And honestly, you don't even have to put fabric on this side. Really, I'm going to, but you wouldn't have to. You wouldn't have to. I didn't pick a fabric. I will have to probably put you on pause in a little bit just to pick a fabric on there. Or, oh, I know which one I could use. I could use this. I think that's really pretty. It's sitting right here too, so that kind of tells me it was meant to be. All right, so let's cover the back side. Isn't this a great project? Not only did we, oh wait, I was going to tape. Not only did we start it today, we're going to finish it. Let's go this way this time. Gretchen, are you nesting over there? Let's do this one. That's probably a better fit there. Put that up. This would make a fun gift for somebody too. You could decorate the front of it however you wanted to. Maybe a seasonal notebook. This would be a great way to keep ideas. Now, I'm also thinking about putting things in here, like flat things that I might want to, you know, like an idea book for journals, if I have some flat things or what have you. Or I can even, you can even tear out pages to make it allow for bigger things. You know what I mean? It's in an inexpensive book, so you could tear out pages if you wanted. I'm going to put a little glue in the middle because I did leave gaps. You could do all kinds of things with this. For now, we're going to cover it. Hopefully I can line this one up nicely too. That worked out great. That worked out great. Looks like I'm a little long on this side and a little short on this side, but okay, that's all right. That can be fixed easily, probably even with a sanding block. Alright, so let's see how this works. On the inside, see on the insides I'm thinking about adding, I'm going to add different papers in here too, because I don't need these charts. I don't need anything like that. Or you could just simply flip a page over and glue that. But I like to make it pretty, so I'm going to put pretties in there. Okay, and I think I do want to go ahead and put a fabric on here. And my thought is, though, how well... I'm thinking about using some masking tape. I don't think I have any masking tape in here. So perhaps some strong washi tape. This washi tape. Underneath it to help kind of hold that binding together. That's what my thought is. I don't know if this matters or not. I don't know if it'll make a difference or not, but this is my thought. Just to kind of hold this tight while I put that fabric on it. I probably should have torn that first so I didn't tear the book, but I did okay. And then we're going to squeeze this down. Oh look, see this washi is pretty strong, so hold that tight, and then let's cut this so it doesn't go all the way out. Alright, just to hold that a little tighter, let's do it on the other end as well. See, that's just a little bit, going to help add a little bit of strength to it, just a little. We're not going to be relying on that tape, of course. The fabric is going to do most of the work, but this is just a support piece. At least that's my thought. Let's see if I can cut this straighter this time so I don't have to tear it. This is beautiful washi. My daughter got this for me at Joann's. They had like a doorbuster thing, and this was one of the things she got to pick for her prize because she was there and spent money. I don't know. And she got me this. I love it. It's gorgeous. But because of its thickness, it's also very useful for projects like this. So sometimes our washi can be functional and not just beautiful. Alright, put that in there. See, now that I got that one on there, this one feels looser. Alright, but that's okay because the fabric is going on and it's going to save the day. Now, can I see that through my fabric? No, I think we're good there. So I really need to make sure that this is wide enough. If I do it here, let's see if I can tear it. We're good. So here's the question, what glue do I use for that? I know Barely Arts is going to work, but I just don't want it to show through is the part that worries me on this part. I don't want to show through and make it ugly. I think I'm going to use, I mean, I could just use tape on the back and then use glue on the fronts. I wonder how well that would work. Well, since it's for me, let's figure it out. Maybe this will work, maybe it won't. I'll let you guys know. Maybe, if I remember. Let's put a big old slather of tape right here. I think it'll be fine. We'll add some glue to it too, just for added adhesion. But I think this should help. This should work. I mean, it's adhesive. It doesn't have to get on all the nooks and crannies, especially with that washi there. But that actually does pretty well getting in the nooks and crannies, honestly. And once I put that fabric on, see, another thing, I've been told that the glue, the adhesive in the tape over time may come through the fabric. But again, this is for me. And I don't intend to have this book for 20 years, so I'm not sure I'm worried about that. Sorry, Till. I'm shaking my arm and she's just wiggling all over. She's going to fall off my shoulder in a minute. Actually, she can't. She's under my shirt. She's getting her belly warm. I do gotta shake it though. Come on. Come on, come on. You guys are probably sick of seeing me do this. Keep the pin in your glue. It actually does really well, but there must be like a little clot that just keeps coming to the top when I'm doing that, because there's nothing stuck in there. Go away, little clot. There we go. gotta talk to it. Just gotta talk to it. Let's put a little extra glue around that little bump. Right here on the edge where there's no tape. And ta-da! I'm loving this. I have black on my hands again, you guys, and it's wiping off on there. Can you see it? I made it dirty, which is fine. Just not my intention. It's not my intention at all. This is messy. Right. I'll just smooth that down so it sticks to the tape. And then we'll flip it over and we'll glue on this side. Let's see how far I need to go. Up there. So how many of you guys are doing the 100-day challenge? I want to. And I know I'm a little late to the game because they started a few days ago. But I haven't figured out what I want to do for the 100-day challenge. I didn't plan it. I didn't realize this was a scheduled thing. I wasn't sure how it really worked. So, I don't know. I'm thinking I'm going to do watercoloring. Now, my 100-day challenge is probably going to start a little differently than everybody else's because, like I said, I'm late to the game. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I bought myself a watercolor book yesterday, a botanical watercolor book. So I'm thinking about doing all the exercises in that book on small cards, or maybe 4x6s or 5x7s, something like that. I think that's what I want to do. Let's see if I can take care of this while it's on the book. No, it's going to be a mess. So stay tuned for that. If you guys are doing it, what are the projects you're doing? I'd love to hear. But I think watercolor is the one thing I really, really, really want to get back to and want to work on. And so I think that would be a good habit for me. And maybe this book will help me to, you know, document how that went, or what I could do different, or what I could do better, what worked, what didn't work. And so that's what I'm thinking. That is what I'm thinking. Now, I'd really like to put some trim or something here. And I have all this trim right here that one's too thick. I don't like that one. I do like that one, but I don't go there. But this color gets me every time. What about this one? This is actually kind of a gold, isn't it? It's not a metallic gold, but kind of a earthy gold, like that. Nope, that's not the one either. How about, okay, so I went through two. We can just put those back in the box, down in here in the bin. That will clean up at the same time. Now, this is probably the perfect one because it's thin. Yeah, that's the perfect one. It's simple. It's understated. Love it. Perfect. Perfect. And actually, we'll use the hot glue gun for that. Maybe, if I can unbury it here. I haven't used it in like days. I did make sure it was turned off though. Oh my gosh, we're going to put this on the back too. Did I really bury my glue gun? So far I can't find, there it is. But I can't find it. Sit still. Sit still, baby. There we go. Don't need that for a minute. We can hide the see-through cutter or the Terror, my Terror machine. Why didn't I just bought a die for buttons, and I already have button die. Well, but there's only like 4 on that one. Okay. This is so pretty. Okay. This is going to have to inspire me to write in it, right? I'll have to follow up and show you guys how it's working out for me. Let's put the rest of this trim in here because it's in the way. It truly is. And I'm going to hold those out though. I need those. My whole big old tassel-y of beautiful trim here that I got for fall at Michael's. Absolutely love that. I didn't see any. I went yesterday to Michael's and got a few things. I know I should have gone to Hobby Lobby because everything's on sale apparently, but I did not. I wasn't trying to spend a bunch of money. I just needed a couple things. I needed a couple things. I spent $100, you guys. That is why I don't go to the craft store, because I actually did need those things. I don't think I bought anything that I didn't need the watercolor book, but I kind of do. And a lot of it was for some swaps that I'm doing for Easter, so I kind of did need that. So I'm kind of actually excited to get working on those too. So it was fun. I had fun. I was hoping they had the miter tool that I needed, but they do not. So I'm still going to have to go to Lowe's today. Well, I guess I don't have to do it today. I don't have to do it today. I can get away with not doing it today. Maybe I'll do that on my next day off. Well, I guess I need to see when my next day off is. Actually, I need to do it before next weekend. I have some things I need to fix before Josie comes over. There we go. There we go. This one just a little, and I'm okay if it frays at the end because it's for me. I never make myself stuff. Okay, there's that. Let's flip it over. Do you guys love it? I think I want to put a label or something here. A cluster or a label or something pretty there. To think about that for a minute. So if you need an inexpensive way to do a, a journal, a big fat journal, maybe a diary. This would be a cute diary. Something to make lists in. I don't know. Whatever you wanted it for, this would be a really great way to do it. And you can make it your own. And I love the pages, the papers in these with the big fat lines. It reminds me of grammar school. Yeah, I got too much glue on there, so it did show through a little bit. Actually, I think it's the ink on that, or the black on my hands that kind of hit the wet parts and made it do that. And then these edges, now I could corner around these, but I'm actually kind of liking how they're bending, so I think I'm going to leave them alone. I think they'll naturally come off or whatever. So what do I want to put here? Do I have anything here? too big. I could put oh, let's do that. Let's put tabs on all the dividers. Now I'm getting silly. Okay, well, that was the little jar that I had sitting on the edge of my desk that shouldn't have been there. It had no business being there, and had all the tiny miniature heart cookies in it that I made for Valentine's Day. Miniature heart cookies. Now I have to find them on my floor. Thank you very much. That's what I get for not putting them away. I probably wish I hadn't done this because I should probably be putting paper on here first. Let me see if I have paper that I'd like to use. Let's see. You know what? That's untrue because I can collage it and be very, very happy with it. And I can do that a different day. So I'll do that a different day. We're just going to put the dividers on there. If I had thought about it first, I could have done that and would have done that. And possibly can still do that by putting them in between here. If I'm careful, if I'm really, really careful, and that way I don't have lumps in my paper. But let's put these dividers in here and then glue them back shut. With the glue I know that works. Yes. Just hold that for a minute. Look at that. Now we've got 2 page dividers. And now we don't have lumps because it's in between the cardboard. Even better. What a great idea. 2, 3, 4. So I'll have 4 of those. So that'll be easy to space. I just need 3 more. 1, 2, 3. That's exactly how many I have. I have 4 now. Now let's see if I can get them spaced out properly. Now that may not work. Oh yeah, it's going to work. It's going to work. All I have to do, see that glue is junk. That glue is just junk. I should not be able to do that. But I'm grateful that I did it that way because now I can put these in there. Tilt may not want to sit with me next time it's time for crafting. Actually, she's being really good. She's just sitting there. Just sitting there. She wiggled a minute ago. Before I shut off the video, I'll put her out here so you guys can see her. If you're interested, you can hang out for that. For those of you who do not like reptiles, I'll give you a warning first. Because I know some people don't like them. Okay, we'll leave that. Oh, I love it. Okay. So now this one's going to go up here. So let's see if I can get my fingernail in there. Yes, yes I can. Look at how easy that comes apart. No damage at all. Which means over time it would have come apart. And you know, I shouldn't probably be that hard on that glue because it could be the glossy. It could be the glossy paper too. It could be part of that. We'll give some credit to that. To the glossy paper making a difference. Even though I sanded it, you know. But it could be partially that. I just wasn't having any luck with it the other day either, so I feel like it's just junk. Or maybe it's just sat too long, because it's been sitting in my craft room for a really long time because I don't like it. Did I mention I don't like it? I think I've said that enough. I'm sorry, Elmers. If it's any consolation, Elmers, I don't have that many followers. They're not going to see this video. It's not going to make a big difference in your sales, I promise. Okay. But shoot, as much as I rave about Barely Arts glue, I should get a commission. Just kidding. Okay. I am not sponsored by anybody, you guys. So, just so you know, not sponsored. Not opposed, but I'm not sponsored. But I like to tell you guys about my favorite things too, so, you know, if you're just starting out and you're looking for something like a favorite glue, you'll know what I like. Or if you've been crafting for a long time and, you know, you're open to it, you'll know what I like. Right, Karen? I know Karen just switched over to Barely Arts glue. She told me, and she is enjoying it, so yay. But then I have other people that have said that they don't care for it. I don't know. I just don't understand why not. Except for this, you know, this, but I think this is just because of how I've handled it. It's not the glue's fault. So there we go. We're just about finished, guys. And I'm going to do collaging and stuff on here later on, not on camera, because this video is long enough. You guys have listened to me chatter and ramble. And I've got other things I got to get done in my day, so I probably won't even do it right now. But there it is. We've got these cute little tabs on the side that are fabric. And I am just loving how this turned out. So give it a shot. Check it out. Try it out. If you feel like it. I mean, we've got a nice bound book. Then we didn't have to do any sewing, did we? And this is going to last me forever. This is going to be sitting in my craft room for years probably before I ever fill up these pages. And I'm fine with that because it's pretty. And I'll change it, update it, whatever as needed. But it's a great place to start. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for hanging out with me. I love you all. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Except that's not all, guys. I forgot. I told you I would show you Tilt. So for those of you who don't want to see her, log off now. Bye-bye. See you later. Love you. For those of you that do, here's the baby. Let me get off my shoulder. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Mind you, she's grumpy. She's a little grumpy. Little grumpy plus. But you can see what a beauty she is. She's grown so much. And she's just looking for warmth right now. She's like, you took me out of my warm spot. What are we doing? So you can see that her little head is white. That's the skin that's going to come off. You can see the brightness around her eyes. That's where the new skin is. And her arms are new skin. And then it looks like she's got a little tank top on. This is all skin that's ready to peel. And then this is all fresh skin. Come here, baby. You want to say hello to everyone? You want to say hello? Yep, you're going to lick me and see if it's me. You can see how her eyes are nice and bright and pretty. And she's just a happy girl. So she's going to grow to be about 2 feet long. She is maybe, well, let's see. Let's see how long she is now. Let's hold her. She's about 13 inches. Close to it. I'm just kind of, without trying to move her too much because she is grumpy and upset and itchy. She's about 13 inches now, so she's about half of what she's going to be. Hi, sweetheart. But she's just a sweet pea. This one is the one that I hold the most because I got her as a baby, and she was dying, honestly. And I brought her home and didn't have a lot of hope, but she's done really great. I had to force feed her for a while and got her through that, and she's just doing fantastic now. She's a hunter, She loves her bugs and vegetables. She eats both. And she's just super healthy. She's never been in here before, so she's looking around. Bearded dragons can see colors, so she sees lots of colors around. She sees the lights reflecting on some of the different fabrics in here and the different things. And a little movement from the papers, which is probably causing her to think that there's bugs over there, because that's how the bugs move. But she's also nice and toasty on my hand, so she's not going to go. So that's Tilt, you guys. And she's just my sweet baby. She's a good girl. She doesn't bite. Watch her bite me now that I say that. But yeah. So, all right. Now we're really signing off. Hope you guys have a great day. See you next time. Bye-bye.